Hi, and welcome to Team Banana. In this episode, now we have a super shiny HD camera, I've got a treat in store for you. We're going to revisit the disassembly of the 2DS, and we're going to have a nice HD look at how to take it apart. So hopefully what this will do is erase any sort of quandaries and any sort of puzzled people out there as to how to take apart the 2DS. So let's get to it. We're going to be using the white console for this episode. It gives you a better view of what's going on, and it has lovely screws which like to come out and don't like to destroy themmselves. So we can have a good look at this. Right, so as mentioned before, you're going to need your M3 or 3mm precision crosshead screwdriver. Please make sure you have one of these, because you will damage your console screws if you don't use one. So first off, taking the battery cover off. Battery cover comes off. 2 screws there and there, little bit in here. Oop, pops out like that. Right, that's that down there. Taking out the battery. Whee! Seriously, be careful with that though. Don't chuck it around like me, because if you damage it, it could set on fire. You know, just casually mention that. So we're gonna go take out all these screws. Make sure you put them in a pile. Keep them in a safe place. Do not lose them. It's recommended that some people possibly lay them out around the console the way they came out. So if you work on a flat surface, not all over the place, in front of a rather sexual HD camera like this, yeah, you'll have a better working space, and you won't lose track of what you're doing. So let's get all these lovely jubbly screws out. It's going to take forever, but yep, we're going to get there. Kick out the SD card, kick out the poker jeffs, because you really need an extreme close-up. Yeah, okay, we're getting way too excited over this mod. It's probably all the sugar. Yeah, definitely all the sugar I've just had, so yeah. Let's take out all these screws. So many screws before us. Come on. Right, I think I am officially going mental right now, so I do apologise for the mental breakdown I'm having on camera. I'm just kidding, I'm not having a mental breakdown. Or am I? Who knows? I've had too much sugar, that's one thing for certain. Right, come on, we can do this. So many screws. So many screws. It also probably makes sense that you take these out in a sort of uniform pattern. You kind of follow them around and then place them around the console. But you know, I've taken this thing apart so many times that could genuinely do it with my eyes closed. So, in fact, I'm not really looking at it right now. I'm looking at the camera. So. Right, when you open this bit, I know I'm rushing this, but when I'm opening this bit, just be careful, because you've got these cameras here, and there's a ribbon cable coming up, as you'll know, because you probably watched my other video on this, but still, you know, it's nice to give you a heads up. So, carefully move it off. Make sure you move it backwards this way as well. And there it is. Hello, guys, I'm a ribbon cable. Yeah, so, if you move that to one side, we can have a awesome HD look at what the connector looks like, and there you go. Now, I've said before, you probably want to use a little plastic tool or something like that, and currently we've got the shoulder buttons pointing to our left hand side. I'll tell you what, let's make this uniform. Shoulder buttons away from us, and if you just put your fingernail underneath and flick upwards, this ribbon cable pops out. As I said in my last video. There we go. So, you've now got this. You can take off the sides. Take off the sides. Your button will jump out as well. Right, let's take out the analog stick on this as well. Apparently it's a Harry Potter analog stick. Don't ask why, it just is. Right. Okay, so you've got this little connector here, and the way that works is you come in from this side and you flip it up and over that way. So we're going to get a nice little screwdriver. Let's use one of these not so precision ones, and because that's what's on hand. And there we go. Did you see that? So you put it under like that and it flips up. Simple as. Bing! Right, so once it's flipped up and in the vertical position and seatbelts are fastened, all passengers are clear to remove the analog stick. Goodbye! Ah, I forgot my parachute! Okay, so that's that out. You've got that washer thing again, remember, keep a hold of that. That's gonna float around like a Mysteron from beyond the stars. It's not really, it's just gonna fall out and possibly get lost. Right, buttons, take out your shoulder buttons, put them somewhere safe, as clearly being expressed in front of your eyes right now. Okay, I need to take this top plate off as well. There's 2 screws either side of this. I hope you're following, guys. Oh well, bye screw. Okay. Right, yep, great, so that's loose. Now we need to go around, and you've got all these gold screws as well. What I mean by gold screws, it looks silver here, but they've got like a bright gold zinc plating on them. So yeah, you're going around, getting all them. Again, refer to my other video if you want to see exactly where these locations are, but you need to undo all them, which we will do in a second, but we'll tackle these ribbon cables now that we can see in HD, because this is mainly why I did this video for you guys, so you can actually see the ribbon cables that I'm flipping upwards. So instead of getting my massive fingers in the way, we'll use this little screwdriver just so you can see what's happening. So these black ones, again with the shoulder buttons pointing away, you come in. Preferably use your fingernails for this, because I wouldn't like to think you break them. They don't need much force, but yeah, you just flip them up and over. So that's up and over, and then these should just pop out. You don't need to use a screwdriver. I'm just doing it because it's what's in my hand right now, and we're on camera. So there you go. They just pop out. Super easy. We'll have a look at the so that was the screen ribbon cables we just did there. We're going to do the home button ribbon cable now. This is a little bit different, this one, as I explained in the last one. Now before, over on the analog stick, you see how it's the little grey bit that we flipped up. Now this is what I was talking about in the last disassembly video. We've still got the shoulder buttons pointing away. This is the home button, being this because it looks like a little house tiny microbes can live in. So yeah, shoulders away from, and we're coming in, and you're just getting behind that black bit there and flipping it upwards, so it's up and that way, so it just flips up. And as you can see, get a nice close up on that. You can see how that's sticking up there now. Yeah, right, you just come under there, flip that out, there you go, you've just done that bit. You've got two over here. What were these for again? These were for the microphone and for the audio jack. That's what they were for. So these are the same as the analog stick one. So coming in from the top for that one, coming in from the backside, giggity, for this one. So that's those flipped up, yeah? Okie dokie, exhilarating fun. Fun. Right, okay. Yep, that's them taken apart. Okay, let's get on with the rest of the gold screws. So just removing all these gold screws, remembering precision screwdriver. Should probably really keep track of all these screws, but like I said, we have plenty of spares, and I've done this a billion times. So let's keep them all in one place. Right, what else we got left? Got a couple down here as well. Again, you know, remember to refer to the other 2DS strip down video. This was mainly for the showing you the connectors and stuff. So you'll find all the screw locations and stuff in the other video. That's if I haven't driven everyone insane with my mental ramblings. We're nearly there. We're nearly there. A couple more to go. We're nearly there. Are we nearly there, Captain? Yes, we're nearly there. Ahoy! Oh yeah, we're coming up for the last screw. Bling bling bling. Yahtzee. Yep. Okay, so the board should be free now. So we'll slightly lift up. Now you don't want to go ahead and quickly whip this off, because the next thing that's going to be a problem, or should I say a little bit tricky, is the speaker in there, your little speaker. So you don't want to damage that. The other thing to look out for is the Wi-Fi aerial here. So this is your Wi-Fi card, white aerial, well, white joining cable, and this is the actual aerial itself. But we need to lift the board up slightly in order to get this plastic out. So what I did was lifted it up and out. There we go. Safe place. So we just take this little board out like that carefully, and the speaker, what we'll do is as you can see, I've just lifted the board up by about 10 millimeters. We'll get another little flat screwdriver and we'll gently place that underneath. So what I'm doing is, because we got HD, let's see. Oh, this is a dilemma. I'm that close to the camera, I can't quite get the screwdriver in. That's what she said. Right, okay, so just underneath there. There we go. You see how I lifted that up? So it's just to free it from the plastic housing, so that when you lift the board off, you're not snagging these wires. And there we go. There's the Mahusive screen. And if we quickly have a look here, you'll see what I was on about in the Nintendo's Hidden Agenda video. There's clearly some pretty awesome peace symbols there. So yeah, I just thought that was a nice addition. And it's all gold plated as well, you know. It's quite a nice board, very well made. So well done, Nintendo. But again, as in my 1DS or 2DS XL video, I do think they missed a trick by sectioning off the screen. I do think they probably should have, you know, gone ahead and turned this into a giant single sort of tablet screen, so you could have like Mario Paint or something on here. But anyway, enough of my ramblings. I'm going to go away, put this thing back together. But you've seen it now, you can see what's going on, and yeah, that's it taken apart. So I hope that helped people with any issues or questions about the little connectors and stuff. I hope that cleared things up and recapped a few things in my videos. So now It's pepperoni time. It's a bit of an animal. Actually, it's probably quite a few bits of an animal, actually, all mashed together in one lovely, disgusting stick. Okay, catch you later.